We have a team for the Santa Claus Shuffle. We're going to be participating. Certain people are going to be walking or running 5Ks. Most of us are walking a mile. Okay, so we're supporting the Tidewater Youth Services Commission with that. We also are having our spring conference, March 24th and 25th in Virginia Beach. Save the date. And I have pulled Michael McNulty as our winner for our basketball. Michael? All right, Michael loses. And this Stephanie Garrison. No, you get it.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Garrison, Capital District, and we have in the past 4 months tried to increase our membership. If you live Petersburg to the Fredericksburg line, Colonial Heights, down to Emporia, join us. And I have drawn the name of Diane Shelton. Woo! Pam Johnson. This is hilarious. Pam is also my cousin from Lynchburg, so this is kind of ironic. Come on out.
I'm Susan Farmer. I'm the Blue Ridge Chair, the beautiful Blue Ridge, and I'm very pleased to be here. I want some recognition for dancing last night because I did a replacement. Something about the Blue Ridge, which we love that we're able to do, is we were able to pay for all of our participants that came for their registration and their rooms. Cost them nothing. So we're just pleased that we're able to get back to our membership every year. We've done that for 3 years now. And I encourage you all to bring more people from the beautiful Blue Ridge. And those who don't live there, come on. We've got plenty of space. In our basket, I have to show you, this is so cute. We have redneck wine glasses. It's a ball jar. I love that. It's some wine and some other stuff. And the winner of this is... Oh, this is cute. Catherine Farmer.
Good afternoon. I'm Joe Young with the great Southwest. We're also, like Ellen, we're trying to build up our membership. I work with a great district with Karen LaPlante, Ron Belay, and Jim Stevenson. It's just great. In our bag, it's a little bit of taste of the region, some stuff from Rapp University, local chow chow, and of course there's a Virginia Tech bag. Signed by
Frank Bean.
Frank Bean. And if you are Yvonne Crenshaw, you're the now proud owner of the Virginia Tech bag.
That's the one that has RBC, right?
Yeah.
See the mountain. See the lodge.
See the lodge.
Thank you very much to each one of our districts for the lovely gift. And I'm sure that folks who win this gift baskets, when they have wine in them, they become very popular after the event. So thank you very much. not just for the gifts that you brought, but for your dedication, your ongoing work, and lending your time and talents throughout the year to put on this event and events at the district level as well. And the district chapters have been particularly busy this year. Lots of professional development events, standalone one-day trainings, as well as networking socials. Some districts have had, you see a theme here, some districts have had networking socials, one called Wine on the Patio at James River Cellars this year, and have had professional development events and mini conferences. Samantha didn't mention that the Valley District had their part 2 in a series of mini conferences on methamphetamines. And of course, the Tidewater District remains probably our most active district and puts together the Spring Institute each year. Each of our districts has put on a professional development event this year, and then the Capital District has been quite active in recent months and has had a networking opportunity that included a crab feast and I think it was called a resource showcase, as well as a number of networking socials. So thank you all for all of your work at the district level. And if you haven't gotten actively involved, these are the folks to reach out to so that you can connect with your district chapter and attend events, not just this event that brings us each together as an association once a year, but events throughout the year that are closer to home as well. So thank you to our districts. We do have a few more. We do have just a couple more folks that we'd like to hear from. We would like to have a couple of probably quite brief committee reports before we forge ahead with our afternoon agenda. One of them that's on here, actually, it looks like Tracy has left. There she goes. I'll ask Tracy if she has any additional words for us when she gets a free minute, if she's in the middle of something, but mostly just wanted to say about Institute planning, that it takes many months to plan this event and many folks to bring it together. And would like to recognize again just everyone who served in some capacity as conference staff or on the planning committee, and some of you probably got drafted on Tuesday evening when you got here, so even if you weren't intentionally on the committee throughout the year and you got drafted, if all those folks that helped to pull this off could please stand. Each and every one of you, and particularly to Samantha for serving as our conference registrar, and to Mandy and Catherine up front who took care of our exhibits next door, and Tracy who just left the room, who they really did the lion's share of the work and had the most principal roles and took on the things that required the most work. So they're probably looking forward to a slow weekend and some sleep to recuperate before we get back together and we start planning for next year. And so for any of you all, and I know we've already heard from some folks, but if you'd like to be part of the planning for next year, please do see one of us. And we usually do take a short break from that and give ourselves a break throughout the holiday season, and during November and December likely won't do any planning, but just after the first of the year we'll start actively planning for next year. So if you have feedback from this year, suggestions for speakers, or if you'd like to be actively involved in one of the various committees to pull it off, please do let us know that. And when Tracy does get back in the room, she's active with something as usual. When she does get back in the room, we'll see if she has some directions for us for the afternoon. The other two committees that I have listed here, one is publication, one is membership. Publications really is just an announcement more so than it is a report. For many years, for those of you all who are new to our organization, we have a publication. Our primary publication is a quarterly newsletter. It's a quarterly newsletter called The Advocate. And Gary Conway, who's not with us today, we should give a round of applause, served as our editor for more than a decade. He recently stepped down from that role, and we thank him so much for all of the years that he put that publication together for us and took it to a whole new level. And it's such a wonderful forum to celebrate successes, learn about new programs, and as well as to learn about what's going on with our colleagues throughout the state. There's a section called Members in the Spotlight, where we learn about promotions and new jobs and different things that individuals are doing. So we thank him for doing that. And we knew that it was a big job, and so we had a short time where we didn't have an editor, where we were reaching out to folks to say who's willing to pick up the torch and go forward. And we have we've convinced Susan Farmer to take on that new role. So I'll introduce you to our new editor, Susan Farmer.
Anyone who would like to contribute by please just